We're live, broadcasting out to the World Wide Webs. And that's webs all over the planet. You know what I haven't done, sweetheart?
Okay, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah, there will be
What?
a little bit of a lag.
Yes, between what he hears and what he sees. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me see. Oh boy, that's a lag. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I just got my professionally printed out copy of the Dundee Scholars.
Yay! Cleverly disguised as wasteland scavengers today.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Just cleverly disguised.
Sky Pirates have a couple
Yeah,
wigs
the
on
Sky
too.
Pirates look a little different today, too. I should put down my family-friendly beverage.
Probably a good idea.
Okay, if I close my chat, will it stop lagging?
No, you must not close your chat. Your chat is where you and I can hear each other. And it will always lag between what you hear and what you see on the screen. So there is no fix for that.
Unless you just don't listen to YouTube.
Yeah, unless you just don't want to listen to YouTube at all. You don't want to have any audio coming from YouTube. You just want to listen to us
on the chat.
And yeah,
okay, is that all right now?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, good. I can hear you. All right, audio's off on YouTube.
Good.
All right, and now I guess we're okay. Are you coming up or not, Xander? There we go.
Let's see, what else do we have?
There's my computer tab.
I think we're done.
I think so.
Where are we at on time, sweet one?
Just a couple seconds.
Okay,
Seconds.
Can you tell me what those cards are again?
Bessie?
Oh, his fortune cards?
I guess that's what he's asking about.
You have a stay down, you have a breakaway, a sucker punch, and a buy some time.
Okay, stay down, breakaway.
Sucker punch.
Sucker punch.
Buy some time.
Punch and bison time. Okay, good. Okay, those are
we have a Scott,
written up.
A
glasses on.
You guys are looking tan and beautiful.
Oh well. We have Hugh on here from Paris. Hello, Hugh from Paris. We have Vern. We have Marty. D.W. Lowe. We have Ptolemachus in Pennsylvania. Very cool. Did I ever tell you guys that's where a lot of my family is up in the Pennsylvania area around Hershey. Actually, Palmyra, Pennsylvania is where a lot of my family is from. My grandmother worked at the Hershey factory, so that was a big deal for, we went to Hershey Park and stuff like that when we went to visit them. Hence the Amish war disc carving. You're exactly right. We have a pretty strong background in the Pennsylvania Dutch connection.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's 10:01.
Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessie. And I also have Phil on here. We have Phil in Florida. Phil, do you want to say hi to the boys and girls?
Greetings from the frozen wastes of North Florida.
the frozen wastes of North Florida. The Penn Dutch Mafia, as E.S. Taylor says. You got that right. We got Bri G on here this morning. Morning, Brian. Thank you so much for jumping on here. Sean Hudson is on here. Awesome. Randy in Delaware. Very cool. Very cool. We ought to get Sean Hudson on here again to play. We ought to get Sean Hudson on. He hasn't been on here in a long time. And if any of you out there, Phil bit the bullet and said, I want to play too. And so Phil signed up to play, and we got him.
Here I am.
Yeah, and here he is.
Yeah.
Now, I think Phil has done some solo games, but I'm not sure you've actually played with another player yet. Is that right, Phil?
That's right. I haven't played with another player yet.
Yeah. So this is his first 2-player game of Pulp Alley. So that's going to be really cool. Isn't that awesome, boys and girls?
I think so.
That a brand new player that's really never played a 2-player game at all. And here we are sitting down to, in many ways, almost do a teaching game, a learning game of Pulp Alley with Phil. And if you would like to do that, I say that because I want you to know it doesn't matter how many games you've played. If you've never played, or if you've played 100 games, you're welcome either way.
Let's talk about the scenario.
You want to talk about the scenario?
Yeah, tell me about it.
This is scenario number 1 out of the basic rule book. This is the smash and grab. It is a loot grab by scavengers of the wasteland. So we have 2 groups of scavengers that have showed up at Gimpy's conveniently at about the same time, and they're here to scavenge and to steal as much loot as they can. Coming in from one side, we have...
Get that camera.
What? Use that camera?
Yeah.
Coming in from this side over here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. What were they? I can't remember what they were called. We have a group of scavengers led by Medusa here in the middle. This is the leader. This is the sidekick here. This is 2 allies. We have an ally here and an ally here, and then we have 1 follower. So five characters there.
The Medusa gang.
And they are basically a reskinned Sky Pirates, if you can see that over there. So I'm just using the stats for the Sky Pirates and calling them Wasteland Scavengers today. How about them apples? Reskinned. And then, conveniently, an even weirder reskin is this group over here. Look at this motley group of characters here. 3 characters is all I gave to Phil. Poor Phil, being so mean to him. He has Pop Top here in the middle, well-known headhunter. He has his robot companion over here. And then we have this strange mutated dog creature here. And again, wasteland scavengers coming to steal loot, who are strangely using the stats for
The Dundee Scholars.
The Dundee Scholars. a perfect match. Which, by the way, Phil, and this is an important note to remember, you have 2 characters that have a couple limitations. So oddly enough, this robot here will not brawl. It has no brawl skill whatsoever, but it does have a little bit of shooting skill. It's actually really good at finding loot and picking up loot. It's actually fairly decent at that. That's what it's more specialized in. Although it may look large and claw-like and menacing, it's actually a very polite gal. She's really polite and dainty.
She's brainy.
Yeah, she's brainy. And then, of course, your dog here, Fido, has no shoot skill whatsoever. So it is a brawler. a fairly decent brawler. Not super,
Arf.
yeah,
Okay.
but not bad. All right, so let's just get into this. How do you guys like the table today? We have just the Wasteland table set up here, and then as we start turn number 1, we've already drawn cards. Phil in Florida is the director. Phil, what would you like to do on turn number 1?
Loot always seems like a good idea.
I like that. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I can see some loot. Okay, so I'm going to send the robot right over to it.
Okay. You have the closest loot to the robot is over here in these ruins. Is that where you're wanting to go?
Okay, yes.
Okay. And when you activate, you could move up to 12 inches, and that will actually get you about ½ inch away from the loot. Is that what you want to do?
Okay, yeah, that means I get the peril, right?
Nope. Nope. You do not get the peril until the action is actually taken, and you could not perform the action because you were running. So this turn, you're perfectly safe, but you can tell something looks rather suspicious over here in this
Ooh.
building. But you will not actually take the peril until you attempt the plot point.
Okay, and did I see another loot by the rock over there? One of the
You are
rocks?
correct, sir. There is more loot over there by the rock.
Okay. Both myself and Fido will make a run for it.
Okay. A boy and his dog running
Absolutely.
towards the rock. 12 inches is basically going to get you up against the rock. So you are there, and Fido is right behind you. Or do you want Fido in front of you?
Definitely in front.
Okay, Fido is in front, taking in case any shots come his way. All right. So you've
Okay, good.
activated all 3 of your characters. You because you ran, you don't have any actions to perform. All of your characters have finished, so that means it's time for the Medusa gang to activate.
Ooh.
And I think I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna activate over here. Let's see. You might want to move that camera. Let's see. Yeah, but I'll do these 2 over here first. Does he have any cards that he could play when I activate? No.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I'm going to have number 2 and 21 here. They're going to run up to this plot point. I would activate them normally one at a time, but because we're kind of just going willy-nilly here, let's just get it done. If you had cards to play, it would make a difference. But right now, we can go through this pretty quickly. The other 3 characters, I'm going to send towards this plot point over here. So number 24 runs, Speedy runs, and Medusa runs, and they are over here. We're going to take the easy loot first. We see loot and we're going to grab it. We're hungry. We're thirsty. We're low on ammo. We need some stuff. Hey, look, everybody, right there. It's a Bessie right there. Yeah.
So
wearing her Jurassic Park shirt. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Okay. All right. That ends the turn. A nice friendly turn there.
Yeah.
No shooting. See, boys and girls, you don't have to fight out there. Give peace a chance, I always say.
You're
That's right.
usually the one that breaks the peace.
No. At the start of turn number 2, we're going to draw cards. Phil, you're still the director. Nothing happened to change that, so you remain the director. The card you draw is called Warmed Up, and that allows one of your characters to ignore the penalty for multiple fights. Card number 2 that I draw is called Steady Aim, which will give me an extra shooting dice when I wants to shoot at you. As we start number 2, you are still the director, and that means you still get to decide. Are you going to activate first, or are you going to make me go?
I'm going first.
Okay. What are you going to
Okay. Okay. The very lovely and svelte robot is going to attempt to get the loot.
Okay. She sees loot over there. Let me see if I have anything that I can play on you when you activate. No. Okay. So she's going to activate over here. She sees that loot in there, and she's going after it. Can't see a thing there. How about if I just move the building out of the way? Still too close, huh? Okay, there. Okay.
How did I get into the open?
Yeah. It's easy for me to shoot at you if I move the terrain around.
Convenient.
So as she attempts the plot point, then things get dangerous, and it looks like it may have been booby trapped. And you're going to have to roll 1 success with cunning or might. And if I remember, the robot is the smartest gal in the entire Wastelands.
I see 4d8 in my future.
I do too. So that's a lot of cunning coming at my little booby. So 4 die 8, and you only need 1 of these. Easy peasy. You got 2 successes. So you disarm the booby trap, and now the challenge to pick up. Oh, this is a lot harder. The challenge now to gain the plot point. Oh, he should draw a card when he completes that challenge.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay.
you're going to add another card to your stack of hand.
It's another warmed up.
It's a second warmed up card. Okay. So I need 3 successes, either using Brawl, which you have none of, using Might, which you have very little of, or using Finesse, which you have some of.
3 die 8.
3 die 8.
3 successes, huh?
3 successes.
Okay, I will finesse this one.
Okay, it's got to be 3 successes. It's got to be 3 successes. And you got 1 success, Phil. 1 success. And this can be done by what is called a long action. So that card will not change. Each turn you will have to face the booby trap again, but so far you have reduced the difficulty of getting this. It was buried deep in the ground, so you're having to try and get the loot out, and you haven't quite got it yet, but you did.
So I have to do the peril again?
Absolutely you do. A plot point is always perilous. All right.
Well, at least I'm in cover now.
You are.
Yeah.
I know.
The
That
building
building somehow.
back.
I tell you what, in the Wastelands, the things just blow around all over the place, and you never know when terrain's going to like fly back and forth. So, yeah, that is your plot point there. I'm going to put that little orange counter on there to show that you have 1 success. All right, and
I just learned something. Okay.
yes,
All right. Well, let's see. I'm still the director, correct?
you are still the director, and you can decide. Do you want to continue activating or make me go?
Let's see. What does breakaway do?
Breakaway allows you to automatically dodge an attack or a peril.
Okay, I will attempt the peril.
Okay, who is activating? Is it
that would be Pop, yes.
Okay, Pop activates. I don't have anything to play on him, so here is his peril. 1 with cunning.
Ooh, 2 die 8.
1 with cunning.
2 die 8 in cunning.
Yes.
2 die 8. All right. So are you going to roll your cunning?
Absolutely.
Okay. You need 1 success out of this. He's digging around in the loot, and
Yay,
he
both
avoids
of
the
them.
rock fall. It was actually rocks falling from the cliff here. And now here is the plot point.
Ooh.
It is a
Woo.
free pass. A free pass.
Yay.
Automatically gained it. You jump away from the rocks and you go, oh, look, right there is some lovely
what do I have?
loot. The falling rock actually gave you the loot easily. So you capture some loot. And that means
Okay, and my reward card.
that's right, your reward card. So Bessie is going to draw a reward card for you.
Ooh.
Read it.
Discard 1 fortune card to draw 2 cards.
Okay. So that is a reward card, and as an
Discard
action, you can
one
discard
fortune
one
card.
one of your fortune cards to draw 2 extra cards. You're not going to have
Okay, and I can do that at any time, correct?
No. You can do it as an action for Pop Top. So it's basically just like doing a plot point or something like that. So no, it's not a do anytime.
Okay, it's an action.
It is an action.
I'm scribbling this down as quickly as I can.
You don't need to
Okay.
scribble it.
Okay.
You still have your Fido has not activated.
I know. I can't really tell from there, but it almost looks like it's 12 inches to.
You do. You have 12 inches to Speedy. You see that, boys and girls? From Fido to Speedy, about 11 inches right there.
Well, yeah. Fido is going to visit.
Oh, rawr. Fido comes rushing in on Speedy. Poor Speedy.
Let us go then and make our visit.
Uh-huh. Let's see now. Round in these parts, we call that an attack. So Speedy is going to try to shoot at Fido as Fido comes rushing in. Fido normally rolls 3 dice 6 to attack with. We'll call it these dice here. You normally roll 3 dice 6 to attack with. Speedy normally only gets 1 dice to shoot, but I'm going to take an extra dice because I see Fido running straight at me, and I'm going to get my short range bonus. So you have 3 dice, Phil. I got 2 dice to shoot at you. Here is the roll. Looking at cards. Phil, you have a card called Sucker Punch. And if you wanted to, you could add that to get a 4th dice. I'm not saying that you have to.
Okay, let's see. +1 die. Scribbling that down. Okay. No, I will go for it.
Okay.
The way it
so
is.
3 dice versus 2 dice. And here is the roll. Bam. Fido got absolutely nothing. It's not my fault, Phil. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Speedy only scores 1 success and rolled a 6. So that means Fido will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Here is the health check dice. Speedy saw you coming.
It's a D8.
And you are not injured. You are correct.
Yay.
It was 1 die 8.
I hate this game.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, sir. Speedy came running in, Fido came running in right there. Speedy was ready for it and fired off a shot. Fido is hit, but is not injured. That ends all of your activations. You've activated all your folks, so I guess I'll start activating.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and do that fight first. I'm gonna activate Speedy first here. Speedy would normally only get 1 dice in a brawl, but she's already been in a fight, so she would lose that dice. And so I'm gonna have to try to dodge here. Speedy.
Okay, so that doesn't affect my dodge, does it?
It does not affect your dodge. But anyway, first off, I'm going to use my. I have to declare what I'm going to do, so I'm going to be dodging. Now, Fido could attack me with 2 dice, or you could play one of your warmed up cards and get a 3rd and get that dice back and ignore.
I think that he's warmed up.
Okay, so Fido, that run got him all fired up now. He plays warmed up, so he will actually ignore the multiple fights penalty for the rest of the turn. That's pretty good because I was thinking I would have to be sending someone else in to fight him, but now he's going to be warmed up for the entire turn. So he will ignore all of his multiple fights penalties for
That's
this
warmed
turn.
up, coming for you.
Yeah, he's warmed up. All right, so here are the rolls. Fido is actually the one that is actually being offensive here. Poor little Speedy is just trying to get away. Fido rolling 3, and I'm going to give you that option again. Is there any reason why you would want to add your sucker punch in here and get a 4th dice?
No, it
Okay,
surely
so-
couldn't go bad 2 times in a row.
No, Phil,
think you
Phil,
forget
what
who's
are the
rolling.
chances? That's the spirit, Phil, right there. You know I can't roll that bad again.
I think
Right,
there's,
boys and
there's
girls?
documented proof.
Nah, who could roll that bad twice in a row?
That you could roll that bad in a whole game.
Here we go, boys and girls. And this time, you're right. Speedy actually got 1 success. And I was able to dodge it with my 5. Do you got boys and girls? You see that? So Speedy rolled a 5. Fido rolled a 4. I am going to be able to dodge that. And I'm going to move 1 inch away from Fido because I don't like being so close to the gnashing teeth of the ferocious animal.
Who could have guessed that would happen?
I know. Who would have thunk it?
I think several people thunk it.
Nah. I'm going to leave this warmed up out here, Bessie. Help
So
me
we
remember
remember?
this because
Okay.
Fido is raring to go. Fido is ready
I
for a fight.
snarl hope to scare the rest of them off.
I know.
Arf, arf, arf.
We're in trouble over here now. Let's see. I think I'd rather focus on the loot. I think I'd rather focus in on the loot if I could get it.
You're going to have.
I hate that he got that warmed up. That stinks. That really hurts me. Let's see. So there's a good view of that, what we have going on over here. So you see the plot point there. I got number, this is 24, Medusa and Speedy. I need that plot point.
Medusa going for it?
Nah, you don't. That is not the plot point. That
I
you're
mean, it
looking
doesn't look
for.
that
Go
great.
about your business.
The loot
I
doesn't look
thought
that good.
24 was a decent brawler. She's got 2 dice 6 in brawl. That's not particularly good.
It's not great.
Easy. What are the chances that 24 could take the plot point?
Pretty low.
Really, really, really low. Near impossible for her to get that plot point on her own. All right. Well, 24 here is going to activate. Does he have any cards that he could play when I activate?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. 24 is going to activate, and 24 is going to sidestep a little bit. I'm going to move 6 inches towards the camera, something like this. And then I'm going to shoot at Fido. She would normally roll 2 dice. She'll get an extra dice because she is at short range, and she will be rolling 3 dice 6 at Fido. Fido, you can dodge this with a big whopping like 4 die 8.
Yeah.
4 die 8. Or you could just use your breakaway card and automatically dodge it.
Oh, okay, my break. I can't counterattack.
No,
you
'cause
cannot
don't have any
counterattack
shooting.
because you don't have any shooting, and I am not in range of your sharp, gnashy teeth. Here, I'm going to move the camera a little bit.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll take my chances and do the dodge.
Okay.
Surely nothing could happen wrong.
No, absolutely. There's no way. So I have 3
Stop
die
calling
6.
me Shirley.
I have 3 die 6 coming at you, and you have I'm going to roll different colors. Let's see. I'm going to have 3 die 6 coming at you, and you have 4 die 8 to dodge. Here are my 3 die 6. Shooting. Should I use my steady aim here?
I don't think so.
You're
I
right.
wouldn't waste it.
I don't think that's such a great idea. 3 die 6. All I get is 1 6, Phil. All I got was 1 6. That means you've got to get one of your dice has to be a 6. And you
Nailed
got
it.
it with a 7 and an 8. So you dodged it. And then all I have left over here is Medusa. And now I have to decide. I don't. I'm going to go for the plot point.
Fido's smiling at the one that just shot at him.
I know.
I don't know why.
I know. Look at that.
Maybe some tongue lolling.
I know.
Have you ever seen so many teeth in your life?
He's got teeth all the way down his back. I'm going to move Medusa next. She's going to activate, and she's going to go for the plot point. I want that plot point. So I want to get that picked up. So here is her peril. There's a little shrine here that she sees some loot in front of. She needs 1 with might. She doesn't have great might, only 2 die 8 in might. And here is the roll. 2 die 8. Yep. Okay. I need 1 of these. I need 1 of these to be a success, and I got it. So here is my peril. My peril is 2 with cunning or might. Well, she's got a little bit better cunning than might. So 3 die 10 in cunning. And here we go. I need 2 of these. I need 2 successes. Got it. Easy peasy. I'll take a reward card, Bessie, if you don't mind.
You you can extend the scenario by 1 turn as an action.
Okay, as an action, I can extend the scenario. I don't think I'll be doing that, but we'll set it. Some scenarios that would be really, really handy. Some scenarios that would be pretty handy, right?
It would
Right.
be very handy.
Yeah. Our famous last words. Let's see what. Oh, we have a William Rieger on here. Hey, William Rieger.
Hello, William.
Yep. We have Chris on here. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Hi,
much for
Chris.
jumping on here. Better late than never, sir. Glad you came. So all 3 of these characters over here have activated. All I have left is number 2 and number 21 over there. And I guess that's what we'll do next.
Oh, that makes you the director, right?
That does make me the director, Phil. By completing a plot point, that makes me the director. So that's nice. I like that. It's good to have.
I don't like that at all.
It's good to be the king. Yeah. Switch me to camera 2. Okay. So here we are over here. And here we have number 2 and number 21. Boy. Oh, that plot point's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take it off of there and set it on Medusa. Okay.
Number 2 going for it?
I think I'm going to activate number 2 over here. So number 2 is going to activate, and she's going to go for the plot point. Here is the peril.
2 with might or finesse.
Oh, she sees something back there in that cactus. She wants to get a hold of that. She needs 2 successes with might or finesse. You can see her kind of daintily trying to reach back in there.
What does she have?
She only has 2 die 8 in both of those. So I'm going to have to roll 2 successes here. 2 successes is what I need, boys and girls. I got to get them both. Do I have any cards that can help me? No, but I don't need them. A 7 and an 8. That's 2 successes, and we got it. Now oh my gosh, the plot point. I need 3 successes. 3 successes with brawl, might, or finesse.
Gotta be your brawl, right?
With brawl, might, or finesse. Yes, you know what? I bet it is some sort of mutated squirrel back there, probably a mutated chipmunk back there in that cactus trying to steal my loot. And I've got to use my brawl skill to get the loot away from him. I've got to get 3 successes here, boys and girls, from the mutated chipmunk. And I got 2 successes. Just like with you, Phil, that's now a long action. That is now a long action.
So they have to attempt the peril again, and then they have to go for the plot point.
Yeah.
Correct. The mutated chipmunk does not go away. You still have to, it's still going to try and bite you when you reach at the loot.
Is 21 going to go for it? Or is... bit too big for her.
And I want to go ahead and just take a moment and talk about that rule real quickly. So the process, where's that string at? Okay.
Oh.
So the process for doing a plot point does not change simply because you tried it last turn or because somebody else tried it previously in the same turn. The process for doing a plot point always starts with a peril. So do a peril, then you can try the plot point. In other words, plot points are always going to be dangerous. They are those spaces where if something can go wrong, it's going to go wrong. And that's why a plot point is always perilous. Unless it says otherwise.
Unless somebody.
unless you have a special sort of plot point that it specifically says it's not perilous, but otherwise you always start with the peril. Hey, I have one more character over here, and I don't think she could really handle that plot point. I think I would rather send her. Man, I don't need that plot point right now. I'm gonna run her. I'm gonna go put some pressure on that robot. I'm gonna go put some pressure on that robot over
Dirty
there.
dog.
I'm running 12 inches towards that robot.
She hasn't done anything to you.
Oh, I don't like. If I could, I got a wrench in my pocket, and if I could get a hold of that robot, I could start dismantling it. So I'm gonna run.
And that robot can see that person with the wrench.
I think so, probably.
Okay.
But
And that robot.
I'm
That
not
robot
shooting
has.
at you, Phil. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just running this turn.
Okay, so I can't shoot at you.
Correct, because I'm not attacking you.
Bummer.
So right now I'm just running up.
You're lurking.
Into this cactus here. You know she's there. You know she's sneaking up on you. You saw that furtive motion out of the corner of your eye, and that ends the turn. We don't have any recovery checks to do.
We do have a plot point question.
Oh, a plot point question.
Here it is. Is it possible for a rival team to benefit from already stacked successes from another team on the plot point?
Absolutely not. And that's just the way it's explained in the rule book. I'm not making that up at the moment. What it says is that those successes count towards you or your colleagues.
Yeah.
So the extra successes that are on there only count towards you. So a rival league does not.
So a baddie can't come in and swoop in and use my
Correct.
successes.
Once you've created 2 successes on it, they've got to do their own work.
Yeah, no copying.
Okay, that ends the turn. As we start turn number 3.
You're the director.
I'm the director. I'll get the first card, and I drew a bad feeling. I like that. I like having a bad feeling.
And Phil, you got a misfortune.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty
Phil, you drew a misfortune. And what misfortune allows you to do, Phil, is to cancel one of, when I try to play a fortune card effect, like an out of ammo or something like that, then you can use your misfortune to say no to my card and not allow me to do the fortune card effect. All right, Phil, I am the director at the start of this turn. Let's look at the situation a little bit here and decide what we want to do.
You just go home. That would work.
You already have a loot.
Oh, just go home, he says.
Scooch that camera over.
Scooch this, do what?
I said scooch the camera over.
What am I trying to show?
Just the table. Your people.
Okay, all right. What if we just go to a white shot instead? I'm looking at this table right now, and I'm trying to decide, is it going to benefit me to go first this turn, or would I want to make Phil go first? So I know Phil is over here. He's picked up 1 plot point already. So we know Pop Top is loose over here and is quite likely going to move in on me. We know the dog is quite likely going to attack. We know Lady Elaine is over there in that building and is quite likely, maybe she'll keep working on that plot point. Maybe she'll come out and fight. I don't know. So based on that, do I want to try and hamper him, or would it be better to activate first? I don't like that this dog is so close to me, so I think that's what I'm going to do first. I think I am going to activate over here, Phil.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do
See
is
if that does you any good.
Yeah, I know. Let's just hope. I'm going to activate Speedy, and she's going to move back, and she's going to jump behind this rock, and then she's going to shoot at Fido. At that range, Speedy will be able to roll 2 die 6. Oh yeah, that's the big time right there. Fido, would you like to dodge? Which is that it actually
Absolutely.
is your only option. So Fido is now dodging. Would you like to roll your 4 die 8, or would you like to use your breakaway card and just automatically dodge me?
I will. Oh, surely I can't go wrong this time. Okay, 4 die 8.
Okay, so here is my 2 die 6 of Schützen, and I got 2
Oh.
boars. Oh yeah, there's no possible way he can avoid that. And he, oh, look at that, boys and girls. He rolls a 5, and that will stop one of my 4s. And then he rolls a 3, and a 3. So, boys and girls, 1 dice gets through his dodging. And now you'll have to roll a 1 dice health check on a D8. And Fido is injured. Fido is vitally bloodied as a shot is
Bloody
fired.
hell.
Shot is fired.
Okay.
I think I'm going to continue activating.
I
I'm
think
going to activate number 2 next. She's also going to jump behind this rock. And she will do the exact same thing. She will shoot at Fido. Fido is rolling. I'm sorry. Number 24 is rolling 3 die 6 at that range. Fido, you can still dodge with 4 die 6.
Or use your breakaway.
Or you can use your breakaway. So just for the record here, because Fido is injured now, she doesn't get her D8s anymore. That's what brought her down to D6s. All right. So your options here, Phil. I'm throwing 3 die 6.
It is time to break away.
She says break away. All right. When you use breakaway, it automatically counts as a successful dodge, and you can move 1 to 3 inches in any direction.
I will move in the direction of the plot point.
The plot point isn't there anymore. Oh, well, there is a plot point in the middle of the table.
No, I mean the character that has the plot point.
Okay, that would be Medusa. That is my leader.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's looking at her plot point. Now there is a dog heading towards her.
Yep. She did already pick that plot point up, but yes.
Now, if she takes damage, does she drop it?
If she goes all the way down.
If she goes down, she will drop it. Not if she takes damage. So you have to injure her several times.
Well, we could do that.
I know you could. No. So Fido begins to head off towards Medusa. That was with his breakaway, his disengage move. And that's not technically a disengage. That's just a 1 to 3 inch move. So there he is. All right. Now, what else do we have to do? I think I've activated these 2 characters. I still have Medusa.
And the girls on the other side.
And the girls on the other side. I think what I want to do with Medusa is I think I'm going to want to head towards that major plot point. I'm not too worried about Fido. He's limping. He's on his last leg. I don't think there's any possible way he can do any damage to me. So I'm going to take off on a run with Medusa. And she's going to go stand on top of the major plot point, like so.
Ooh.
And from there, after doing her run, I'll take a shot at Fido. As I'm
Dirty
running towards the
dealings.
major plot point, she spins around and is going to throw some hot lead back in the direction of Fido. Let's see what I have here. Medusa normally rolls 4 die 10 to shoot with. That's a lot of beefy dice. She's going to lose one of those dice because she's on a run. So I'm going to lose one of those dice. That's going to take me down to 3 die 10. I'm going to discard my just reward card, and I'm going to use my trick, which is an ability that Medusa has called trick, and that's going to give me that dice back. So that puts me back to 4 die 10. And then I'm going to call that good.
And I will go ahead and use the misfortune to cancel that.
Okay. You used your misfortune and you canceled my extra dice, so that keeps me at 3 die 10. Very good, Phil. Very good. And now you have some dodging to do because you have 3 die 10 coming at you, and you have 3 die 6 to dodge with.
4 die 6.
4 die 6 to dodge with. Okay, here we go.
Okay, and as much as I hate to do this, and I do, I am going to discard my bison time and get an extra die for dodge.
For his acrobat ability, boys and girls. What he's using there is his acrobat ability to get an extra dice. Here are
I have 5 die 6 against her 3 die 10.
Yes.
That's right. So as long as I can roll higher than 6s, I got shots coming through. So here are my dice. I got a 9. That's coming through. You can't stop that with no matter how many 6s you got. But I also have
Can I add them together?
I know. I also have a 5, and that's going to be blockable. So let's see if you can stop that one. So you have 5 dice.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, Phil. Bessie rolled that one, so you can't blame me on that one.
Bessie did not.
The highest dice you roll is a 4, Phil. I'm sorry. You did not block either one of my successes, and you're going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Poor Fido is down to a
D6, right?
That is correct. Yep. You roll whatever your current health is. Fido is down to a D6 health, and you took 2 hits. So you'll roll 2 die 6. You need both of these to be a 4 or better. And you made it, Phil! You passed your health check. And Fido is angry as he turns around. And he shakes off the damage.
Slowly I turn.
Hit one of his armored spikes. That stunk. I was expecting to have Fido in the dirt right there.
Yay.
That
you
really
miscalculated,
stinks.
Bro.
I forgot that the dice were involved.
Your dice.
I forgot there was dice to be rolled. I still have 2 characters that have not activated, and they are located on that side of the table. And at this point now, what I'm going to do is ask Phil to activate a character. Boys and girls, can you help me remember that I still have 2 characters that have not activated this turn? Phil, who would you like to activate?
Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay.
So
Fido would much rather want to take his health check, but he can't do that to the end of the turn.
Correct.
His recovery, right? Yeah. So if Fido rushes anybody, his nearest target is number 24 over here.
Okay, that's the one he has to go for?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. Number 24.
24 has 2 dice in brawl, 2 dice in shoot, 1 dice in dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
Pop Top.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he can come out from behind the rock and take a shot at somebody, correct?
He absolutely can.
I think
Yes,
he'll
he
do
can.
that.
All right. Now, the question is, do you want to move before you do that? I'm going to
Hey,
try
it
and
looks
give you
like
a
I'm
little
out of.
bit better angle of things. Let's see if I can move this camera. I'm going to move this rock because I'm going to move this rock just so I can get you a better
Now it
angle.
appears that if I move 6 inches towards towards Medusa, I can shoot at her.
Correct. As a matter of fact,
I will do so.
You could move over 6 inches and still shoot at her. You could run all the way up to the corner of Gimpy's here so you could have some cover, and then you could shoot at her. You would have a -1 because you ran, but you'll get that penalty back because you'll be in short range, so you'll still roll the
It's time to
normal
visit
number of
Gimpy.
dice. What was
I am
that?
going to run and take a cover.
Okay, so he runs up to the edge of Gimpy's here. And Medusa is definitely his closest target. They are within 6 inches of each other. I'm going to put the rock back. Here, a
And
gunfight,
Pop Top has 3d10.
3 die 10. He would lose a dice and he would gain a dice because of running and then short range. So he's right back to 3
And
die 10.
and I will go ahead and what is stay down?
If I am injured, you can play stay down to prevent me from rolling a health check, but you don't use it yet. You play it when I am injured. So you don't have to guess. Now,
It's time to use a sucker punch.
sucker punch is for brawling.
Oh, only brawling?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh well,
Sucker
I
punch
can't.
only
Okay,
goes for
very good then.
brawl.
Well, I will shoot 3 die 10.
Okay. I'm looking at my dice. Raven normally rolls 4 die 10 to shoot. She's at -1 because she has already been in a previous fight. She's going to gain that dice back because we're at short range. And that's where it's going to sit because I'm going to throw 4 die 10 at you and you're going to throw 3 die 10 back at me. This is a shootout, boys and girls. This is not a situation where one character is shooting at the other character and the other character is just standing there like a statue. This is a shootout, and it's one of the things that makes Pulp Alley a fantastic action adventure game because both of these characters are in a shootout. They're firing back. Here we go. Here's the dice now. 4 die 10 from Medusa, 3 die 10 from Pop Top. The
Surely
fight
this can't
is
go wrong.
on. The fight is on. Medusa's got a little bit of an advantage here. Let's see how Pop Top does. And he gets 2 successes with a 7 and a 4. Here is Medusa. 4 successes, almost guaranteed right here. 4 successes. Anything less, okay. Well, she got a 7 and 2 4s. Now, here's another fun part of Pulp Alley. Phil gets to decide how dangerous he wants to play this. You see this? We both got a 7. He got a 4, and I got 2 4s. So there's lots of different ways that Phil could play this. If he wanted to, he could use both of his dice to cancel 2 of my dice, in which case Pop Top will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Or he could say, don't block anything, or he could just block 1. There's several choices there. What that represents is how is Pop Top fighting? Is he standing out from the edge of that wall and just shooting away as fast as he can? Or is he popping out from the corner and shooting? All right. How is Pop Top playing? How offensive or how defensive is he playing? Phil, have I blathered enough for you to make a decision?
Okay, let's see. All right. I will go ahead and try to. I'll go ahead and do I get a chance to dodge that?
No. You.
No?
I mean, you don't have to try. You can automatically cancel dice. So you could use your
Okay,
7.
so she will only take one. She'll only take 1 shot at me, and I'm in cover, so I get a reroll.
Yes.
You're exactly right. That's the
I've been
safest
studying
thing
the
to do.
rules.
Could you say
Okay,
that
I will
again?
do that.
Yeah. Okay. So he uses his 7 to stop that 7. He uses his 4 to stop her 4, and there is only one success left, and now that success becomes a hit because it was not blocked, and it hits Pop Top, and he'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. He will use a D10 because that's where his health is. D10, let's see if it fails, and it does not. If it had failed, what Phil was saying is he would get to re-roll it because he was in cover. And neither of us are injured in that exchange of lead.
But I'm
Yay.
getting, but she's worried. I can
She
see
is
that she's
worried. You got her noticing you now. Phil, I'm going to ask you to activate another character. I wanted to see what else you can do.
Well, let's see.
So it's Fido and the robot?
Fido, you have either Fido or the robot to activate.
Let's see. Fido.
Okay.
We'll charge the closest enemy.
All right. Now, I'm going to remind you that Fido has been in several fights because Fido was
Yes,
shot
Fido
at.
also has another one of those cards.
I know. So as long as you're prepared to use it, you're going
Absolutely.
after number 24. Fido would normally roll 3 dice 6 because she's been in 3 fights. She would not be able to roll any fights, but is Fido warmed up?
Oh, yes, he is.
Fido is warmed up and gets to roll all of her dice. So 3 dice 6 is coming at number 2, and number 2 is at that range is using defensive fire, and number 2 will also
that's
be
not number
rolling
2.
3 dice 6. What?
That's not number 2, is it?
It's not number
Really?
2. It's 24.
Okay.
Yeah. She would normally roll 2 dice because you were over 3 inches away. That will give her her 3rd dice.
Okay, that's her second fight, isn't it?
It is her second
It
fight,
is.
and let's cook one of those dice off.
Good job, Phil.
Dang it.
You got to keep an eye on
Dang
that
it.
one.
All right, so she's rolling 2 dice 6 against Fido's 3 dice 6. Fido, do you have anything? Oh, and Fido, if you wanted to, you could use your sucker punch and add an extra dice in there.
No, I'll brave it the way it is.
Okay, 3 dice 6 versus 2 dice 6. Here is Fido. Would a dice tower work better? To avoid comments on your dice roll abilities, would a dice tower work better? I don't know. I don't know, William. I'm not actually concerned about it. I find it amusing.
I am.
Anything else. And look at that. He gets a 5. Yay! So Fido gets a 5. Here are my 2 dice coming at you with shooting. Defensive fire, a 5 and a 4. And again, you are the active character here, Phil. So you get to decide, do you want to block that so that you only take 1 hit? Or are you going to take 2 hits and I take 1 hit? How dangerous are you living, sir? How dangerous are you living?
Okay, I feel very dangerous.
Okay. And you know, it's an either or. It's not a bad choice really either way. It's really all about risk and how much are you willing to risk. If he blocked, he would still have to roll a health check and I wouldn't. So if he blocks, the only character that could possibly get hurt would be his own. By not blocking, there's a chance that both of us could be injured. So here we go. That means Fido is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. We'll use the white dice. And number 24 will have to roll a 1 dice health check. We'll just drop them all in the cup and let them roll. The white dice are for Fido. Fido is down. Charging at someone with a pistol aimed at you. And number 24 passed her health check, so she remains on her feet.
Could Bessie start rolling for me now?
Absolutely, she can start rolling for you. And now we go to, I'm still the director, and I'm going to ask you to activate another character. The only character you have left is Elaine. So what? Yeah, you switched it. Good. So what is Elaine going to do? She knows someone is sneaking up outside coming towards her. She also has that plot point that she's working on. What are you going to do, Elaine?
She's going to trundle over to the opening and shoot with 3d6.
That's the spirit. So she says, I'm not getting snuck up on. She moves over to the opening here. She's using it for cover, and she's shooting at that character. She would normally have 3 dice 6 to shoot with. That'll get her an extra dice because they
Well,
are
she has 2 dice 6 to shoot.
okay.
So she would
2
get
dice
3.
6 normally.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. The third dice is for the short.
I'll take that 4th die if you want to give it.
That'll get you your 3 dice 6. That's 21 over there, and 21 normally rolls 2 dice to shoot. And so I guess we'll just do 3 dice versus 3 dice.
Ooh.
3 dice versus 3 dice. We'll just drop all of them in a cup together. You are, do you want to be the red dice or the white dice, Phil?
Okay, I will be the white dice.
Okay. Bessie, roll the dice.
Oh, no.
White dice are for Phil. Phil, you got a 6 and a 4. Good roll. I got a 5, a 4, and a 4. How do you want to play that? You are the active character. How dangerous do you play it?
Let me go look here. I think I'm going to be very dangerous.
Okay, and not block anything? Okay, so the red dice are for the robot. The white dice are for the Medusa, the ganger. So, Bessie, the red dice are for the robot. Roll it. Oh, robot isn't as a is sidekick level. She's gonna have.
Yeah, she is, and she's not.
She's gonna have
she doesn't
D8s.
have a boo-boo.
She's
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna
have
say.
3 die 8 to roll, and the ganger is gonna have 2 die 6. Roll. Okay. Robot is injured, possibly injured. The ganger passed her health check. She rolled 2 successes, so she was not injured. The robot only failed with 1 dice, and that means because she is in cover of those ruins over there, she's going to get to re-roll that dice. Let's see it, Bessie.
Oh, dang.
And it is still a
I'm
failure,
sorry.
and the robot is injured. The robot is injured. Ow. Robot takes a pow. All right.
Goodness.
I still have 2 characters left to activate, boys and girls. You remember me saying that earlier?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right. I still have 2 characters left to activate, and I'm going to activate them. I guess I'll go ahead and do number 2 first. So she's going to activate. I'm going to shuffle an inch or so and then attempt that plot point. Here is the peril for the radiated squirrel. The radiated squirrel is trying to nip at me, and I need to roll 1 success with finesse or cunning. And number 2 is not good at any of that stuff, but I only need 1 success. Let's see if I can get it. And I did the
Woo.
1 success I needed.
Of course you
And
did.
I don't need the plot point because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
already laying out here. And now I can attempt to strangle the squirrel, the radiated chipmunk. And again, I will use my brawl of 3 die 8. And this time I only need 1 more success. And surprise, surprise, I get it. And the radiated
Just barely.
chipmunk is throttled. And she draws a reward card for me.
You get +1 to your finesse.
Get +1 to her finesse. It's good to have radiation, boys and girls. Remember that. It's one thing I learned from comic books. Okay, so that one is completed. And now, what is that card laying there for?
I don't think it was anything.
What am I going to do over here? I guess I'll continue this shootout. I guess we'll just continue another round of guns a-blazing over here. So I would normally roll 2 dice. So I'm going to lose it, but then I'm going to gain it back. I'll lose it for my second fight, and then I'll get my short range. So I'll have 2 dice 6 to shoot at you, and you'll have 2 dice 6 to shoot at me. Right?
Okay, now,
Yeah.
would the wild card apply in this situation?
What did he say?
The wild card. That only works for lucky.
Yeah, that's a pop top ability. It doesn't apply to the other characters. And no, that's only applies to plot points and perils and things like that. It never applies
Okay.
to fights. All right, so I think I have 2 dice coming at you, and you have 2 dice coming at me, and that's where we're at. Unless you would prefer to dodge here, which you have. You are very slippery and armored and stuff, so you actually have a pretty good dodge from what I remember. A 4 die, you'd have 4 die 6 to dodge.
He's a dodge of 2 die 8. Lucky Dundee? Or excuse me,
This isn't Lucky Dundee. This is your robot over here.
Oh, my robot. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's who we're doing over here in the ruins.
I got confused.
Yeah, I sorry. Yeah, no, we're in the ruins. It's the robot versus the ganger out here.
Oh, I definitely dodge.
Okay, so I have 2 die 6 coming at you. You're gonna have 4 die 6.
4 die 8. I've taken damage, right?
Right, because you've taken damage, you're down to D6s. Because you can't roll a dice higher than your health. So that's why you would be knocked down to D6s. So I have 2 die 6 coming at you. I got nothing, so you don't even have to roll. So that was all my characters. I activated everybody. We have 2 recovery checks to make. We have 2 recovery checks to make. We have the robot and the pooch. I'm going to roll 2 dice here, Phil. I got a red dice and a white dice. I'm going to roll 2 dice in this cup. I have a red dice and a white dice. Which one of them is for the robot?
Robot is the white dice.
Robot is the white dice. Okay, here it is. And both of them are a success. So the robot shakes off her injury. She's no longer hurt. Self-repairing robot over there. And the pooch who was down.
Self-repairing
pooch struggles back to her feet. Now, she is still have an injury on her that didn't completely recover her. When you stand up, you're going to have a choice to make, and it's not an easy choice particularly, but it is a choice. When you stand up, do you want to remain engaged with number 24, or would you like to move 1 inch back? That is a choice.
That's a very easy choice to make.
Is it?
I will stay engaged.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah,
that you won't get a chance to shoot at me.
Exactly right. What Phil is saying there is you want to keep that character tied up, and you want to remain engaged. And that not only does that prevent
the other character can't shoot at me either.
Yes, exactly. None of them can. Nobody can as long as you are engaged there. So yeah, it definitely is a defensive move. I think it's a smart move. And also,
if I was playing the original Necromunda, I would think about bottling at this point.
It is looking bad. It doesn't. I think these sort of things could turn around quite quickly, but we'll just have to see where this goes. All right. Let me see what we want to do here.
You're still the director.
Yeah. At the start of this turn, we're going to draw cards. So here is the card for me. And I drew a bad luck. And you drew a stumble. Interesting. A stumble. What that does, Phil, is when one of my characters is hit, takes a hit, doesn't matter if they're injured or not, but when one of my characters takes a hit, you could use that card to make them move X inches in a random direction.
Sounds good. Hang on, let me get my glass of water.
Okay, no rush. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us today. If you haven't already, please be sure and click the like button for us today. Want a big thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
24 on here right now. We got 24 likes. Thank you guys so much. Someone, I guess, asked about the cactus that we have out here. Those are the cactus from Pegasus Hobbies. So plastic, nice, and they have held up so well through the years. Those things have got to be well over 10 years old. And those hard plastic, pretty durable. They're just glued down to metal bases. That's the wrong camera. To give them just a little bit of weight. And then you have these plastic cactus on there with a few extra tufts and stuff like that. And
wow.
Some spackle on there to kind of do the base. So really nice little pieces. I was pretty happy with them. I use them a lot in a lot of different stuff. As we start turn number 4, I guess. Still have this unresolved major plot point in the middle. I almost feel like I need to go for that major plot point in the middle first, because Lucky or Pop Top over here is actually a little bit better brawler, and he could easily decide to come in and brawl me. And I don't want to get tied up in a brawl with him before I'm able to pick up that plot point, because otherwise I'd get stuck there and not able to do anything. So I think in this situation, looking at the current layout, I think I probably need to do her first to get that plot point. So at the start of this turn, I'm going to activate. I'm going to activate my boss, Medusa. She will attempt the plot point. 1 is the peril with finesse. What do I have there? 3 die 10?
Maybe.
3 die 10 in finesse. So I need 1 success. Easy peasy. I think I can get that. And what do you know? We got it.
Yeah.
Now the plot point is 1 with might or finesse, and we'll do the finesse again. And got it. So plot point is picked up. Bessie, pick out a reward card for me.
Okay, you got 1 +1 to your cunning.
Phil, I think you're doing awfully good in this one. Your knowledge of the rules, I really appreciate that. Obviously, you have spent some time reading through the book and checking on stuff. So that's really smart.
I haven't told any of my friends about this game yet. I just want to be sure that I don't look like a jerk by the time I'm done with it, so I can tell them all about it.
So she picks up the major plot point there in the middle of the table. And then I don't think there's anything else that I need to get done. So what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to hand it off to Phil. Now that's I just want to be really clear when I do something like that, boys and girls. I make a decision like that not out of the kindness of my heart, but as a real tactical decision, because I want to see what Phil is going to do. And then hopefully by the end of the turn, if he's able to get the cone or become the director, then I will try to steal it back from him, because I still have a bunch of my characters left to activate. Yeah. So don't misinterpret, that as a kindness. It is brutality. Brutality, sir.
Kindness? Question mark?
No one thought it was kindness.
There was one person out there who thought I was being easy on him, and I'm not. I'm not being easy on him when I do.
I don't
something
think
like that.
anybody out here is thinking that you're being
I
easy on
know a
them.
lot of people see me as a nice, gentle person,
kind-hearted.
and that's just like
You can't say that and then say other people are saying it.
a lot of people think I was just being nice there. Okay, Phil, you have 3 characters, sir. You have the robot in the ruins. You have Fido, who is engaged with 24 in a life and death struggle. And then you have Pop Top lurking over here around the corner of Gimpy's. Who are you going to activate?
Oh, I'm definitely going to. I'm definitely going to activate Pop Tart and rip her arm off and beat her to death with a web end.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. I just want you to know that you are charging into the valley of death. That's what's happening right there, sir. Because she is about to unleash a fury of destruction upon you, the likes of which you have never seen.
You can't just.
Well, we'll certainly give it a shot, so to speak.
Give it the old college try. Pop Top activates. He's got his electro axe fired up and he's coming in on Medusa.
It may not be the best tactical move, but it's sure it's going to look impressive.
I know. I don't know that he has a lot of choices there. If he wants to beat her, he's going to have to come to grips with her.
That's it.
And if he's going to beat her, it's going to be in hand-to-hand combat. Now, this round
Exactly.
is his dangerous turn because he is, as he comes towards her, she's got that gun just blazing away at him. So it's going to be a tough round. If he could survive this turn, though, if he could survive this, he'll have an upper hand on her because she's not a great brawler.
Surely this couldn't go wrong.
Nah.
What could happen?
Nah,
What's the worst
we'll
that
have
could
Bessie roll for you anyway.
happen? Oh no.
We'll have Bessie roll. So Mr. Top, if that is your real name, you have 4 die 10 in brawling. 4 die 10 in brawling, and you have a card called
I have
Sucker
5 die 10 in brawling now.
Punch. Okay, 5 die 10 now. 5.
I was saving that for a special occasion.
I think this
It's
is
so
it. I think
special.
this is the special occasion for you right here. So 5 die 10 in brawling. Let's see, we'll put this out here. 5 die 10 in brawling. Now, let's think about this. Do I really want to unleash a fury of destruction upon him, the likes of which he has never seen? Or
I'd say I'd say book it.
Or do I want to dodge and move away from him? Let's take a look at this, shall we? I've got 4 die 10 in dodge or 4 die 10 and shoot. I think I'm just going to shoot. I think I'm going for the gusto here.
Big talk.
So that's going to be 4 die 10. I'm going to get a little extra cookie this turn because as you come at me, you were over 3 inches. So I'm going to be using defensive fire and I have my short range bonus. That's 5 dice. And I have a card in my hand called Steady Aim. And that gives me an extra dice. I'm going to be throwing 6 die 10 at you, sir. 6 die 10 versus 4 die 10.
Monster.
Well, I'm playing aggressive. I didn't say I was playing smart.
And seriously, this is the round that you have to survive because after this, you're going to have an advantage on her. Let's just see how this goes. I said I was going to have Bessie roll. This dice does not count. I'm picking it up. Let's see what it was. Not too bad. Okay. All right, Bessie, this is, I'm going to leave it sitting right here, though, so you're going to have to stand up and drop it right there. Bessie rolls for Phil, and she gets not a single success.
That's
okay,
not
yeah.
Oh, bloody
She
hell.
got a 10. She got a 10, a 5, and a 4. So you got 3 successes out of that.
All right. Now
Bessie, you gonna roll for me? Here you go.
You want me to?
Sure, I'll have you roll for me too. A 10, a 5, and a 4 from Phil. All right, here's Bessie.
Oh, look, no successes.
None, not a
Aw.
single one. Let's see.
Nope, not a one.
Oh, she only rolled 3 successes for me too, Phil. So we're going to look at the dice. I got a 9, an 8, and an 8. So that evened us up. 3 successes on both sides. 3 successes on both sides. Now, here's the thing. And if you look at these dice here, boys and girls, Phil can only block one of my dice, no matter what, because his 5 and his 4 are not big enough to handle anything I have. So, Phil, you could block one dice, or you could just say, take them all.
Take them all.
He says, take them
Take
all.
'em all.
Phil, do you want to roll white dice or red dice for your health check?
I will say white dice.
Okay, Bessie, roll it. White dice. White dice for Phil. Okay, we'll count that. And Phil rolls 1 failure, and that is enough to injure Pop Top. And Medusa is injured as well.
Yeah, she is.
They are both bloodied. That was an epic fight right there, boys and girls. An epic
take
fight. And they were both beat down.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to take your weight staff.
There you go. Yeah. Now, the beautiful thing about that is I held on to the initiative there. So he was not able to steal it away because we were both injured. Now, Phil, I'm going to keep pushing you. I need you to activate another character. You have 2 characters left. You have Fido and 24. And then you have the robot in the ruins. Who are you going to activate next?
Fido.
Fido. The crowd cheers for Fido. The crowd wants Fido to win. Unfortunately,
yes, the crowd does want
is
Fido
about
to win.
be. The crowd is about to be horribly disappointed as Fido goes down again.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Beneath my savage blade.
We will be victorious.
Okay, we'll see. Dave is a monster. Never forget that. Oh, people are the real monsters. Anything I've learned from watching TV, it's that people are the real monsters. Okay. Fido, you are the active character here, Phil. So what I need you to do is, Phil, I'm going to back up for a moment here. And I'm going to ask you if there is any reason why you would like to play your stay down card when Medusa was injured. And what that will do,
Oh, definitely.
it will prevent me from rolling a recovery check at the end of this turn. Oh, that was just mean.
Thank you.
That
I
was
forgot
smart.
about that.
That was just mean. That wasn't even nice of him.
Well,
I invite Phil on here, and then you see what he does. He plays cards on my
You
characters.
invite him on here. And
I
we see
invite
what
him
you
on
do.
here out of the
We
goodness,
see-
out of the kindness of my heart.
We see how you roll for him. Your guest in your own home.
oh well, at least I'll know that. At least I know that will have played once against you.
Yes. All right, buddy. When Fido activates, you have to decide: do you want to brawl with 3 dice 6, or do you want to dodge
With 4.
with 4 dice 6? And yes, active characters are allowed to declare a dodge.
No, I'm brawling.
You're brawling. I think that was a smart move. So 3 dice 6 coming from Fido. After all, he is the active character there. There really was no advantage other than that extra dice to get into dodge because he's the active character. He's already going to have control of the blocking. Number 2 over there only rolls 2 dice normally in a brawl. And I ain't got nothing else to do. So I guess, or I could try to dodge with 2 dice. No, I'll brawl you. So number 2, I'm sorry, I keep saying number 2. That's not number 2. That is
24.
number 24. Number 24 is rolling 2 dice to brawl, and Fido is rolling 3 dice to brawl. And here we go, boys and girls. Let's see how this fight goes. Bessie, I'm dropping all the dice.
I'm going
in
to
the cup.
eat her face.
Oh, face eating.
Eating face.
There is
You got
face
a
eating?
5 and a 4. You got a 5 and a 4, Phil. I only got a 4. Wow. What do you do in a situation like that? Now think about your options there, Phil. How dangerous do you want to do this?
Okay, let's see. Fido has got a health of D6.
Yes.
Okay, because he's still wounded.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going for broke here.
You're going to just try and going for everything you have. So that means
Yeah.
Fido will roll a 1 dice health check, and we'll use that red dice for Fido then. And 24 will have to roll a 2 dice health check, and she'll be the white dice there. Bessie, let's see what you get. Fido passes her health check,
Yay!
and 24 feels her face getting tugged on. She goes down, and Phil just became the director. Why did he become the director there, boys and girls? Because it was a fight, and he inflicted an injury without suffering an injury. And that is how one of the ways that you become the director. Phil, you still have 1 character that you haven't activated. You have 1 character in the ruins. I have only activated 1 character. So now the choice that you have to make here is, are you going to activate or are you going to make me activate?
Okay, who's left on your side?
Everybody except for Medusa. So I'll just name them off. I have Speedy. I have number 2.
And also 24 is down.
Yes.
24 is down. I have
So
Speedy.
she doesn't get to activate.
Correct.
Yes. Down characters cannot activate. I have Speedy. I have number 2. And I have number 21. So I have 3 characters who have not activated.
Okay.
And you have 1, sir. You have 1 character that has not activated, lurking over here.
I think I'm going to let you activate a character.
Oh, look at him! Look at him!
Now, am I still in face-to-face combat with number 2?
Still in face-to-face contact with number 2. No, nobody's. I think you meant 24.
The 24 I've knocked down.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now would I be in face-to-face contact with number 2 as well? Because I could have gotten both of them.
No. That was Speedy over there, and no, you're
Speedy,
not in
would I be in
contact with
face-to-face
Speedy.
with her as well?
No. Look where Speedy was. Speedy's over here. You, number 21 was in between Speedy and 24. So Speedy is not in face-to-face contact with you. She's just a little over an inch away. So she's not in contact with you. And no, you could not.
Okay, well, let me ask a technical question here.
Uh-huh.
I could have charged both characters, correct?
No, because the nearest character from where you were coming from was 24.
Okay.
So
just checking.
Yeah. That you could have rushed both of them if they had been lined up in such a way that they were both basically the nearest character.
Got it.
But 24 was clearly in front of Speedy, so you could not.
Well, I'll just
Speedy.
continue. Fido will continue to chew on her face.
Okay. All right.
And happy at it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. You still need to decide if see. So I am activating a character, I think is what you said.
That's right.
So I have to activate either Speedy, number 2, or 24. That's 21 over there.
Yeah.
21, right.
21. I think I feel like going ahead and activating. Speedy's not going to have much of a chance against Fido because Fido's a heck of a dodger, but I still think that's what I want to do. I'm going to have Speedy back up about 4 inches in this direction. So she moves back a few inches. away from the dog. And she's got about 5 inches in between them now. And Speedy will shoot at the puppy. I'm going to put you back where you were because I moved the character a little bit. All right. So Speedy would normally only roll 1 dice. She'll get an extra dice because she's at short range. And she's throwing 2 dice 6 at you. You can dodge, which is about your only option, with 4
With
dice.
4 dice 6.
And here is the roll. 2 dice 6. Need a couple 6s here. Let's see it. A 6 and a 4. That's good. Rolling there. Tex. All right, Bessie, you got to roll for Phil. See if you can block my 6 and 4. And you do with 2 6s. A 6 and a 6 will block my roll. Dang it.
Yay.
All right, that means I still have 2 characters left to activate. At this point, do you want me to continue activating or do you want to activate your last character?
I'm going to let you activate.
Okay. All right. Man, that robot is
Fido
here.
is now smiling at Speedy.
Oh my goodness. Not the smiling mutated dog. You know I can't stand those. What am I going to do over here? Do I send number 2?
Speedy is, Fido is going to go all Sharknado on her next turn.
Oh. Do I send...
Are you going to help out Medusa?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to move number 2 towards the middle of the table and strengthen my position there. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think we're going to abandon number 24 to her own designs because I think she can hold her own against the robot. But I need to do some damage over here. I'd love to put that dog down. So I think I'm going to activate... number 2. And she is going to run at a breakneck speed straight towards your Fido. 12-inch run. I'm going to stop a little bit of ways away. I'll stop about 4 inches from you. And that is a run. And I'm 4 inches away. Okay. Something like that. I'm going to move the camera so you have a good view of that. And then I think I'm going to do some shooting at that pup.
Okay, -1 for the run, +1 for the range.
Yep, that'll put me right back where I started.
Steven.
Yep.
Can I take cover behind the downed victim?
You can actually take cover next to the rock because you are in contact with the terrain, but no, you do not take cover from other models.
Can't do one of those Arnold Schwarzenegger things then, hold up the body and let you shoot it.
You can assume that's what you're doing, but for the rules purposes, we'll actually use the rock as the cover.
Okay.
So she normally rolls 4 die 8. I'm going to use her quick shot ability, and I'm going to lower a seat. So we know that we gained a dice and we lost a dice there. So she's back to 4 die 8. Now I'm going to use her quick shot ability, and I'm going to trade in my 4 die 8 for 6 die 6. And that's what I'm actually going to throw at you is 6 die 6.
That's not fair at all.
And you can dodge with 4 die 6. Here is the shooting from number 2.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Okay, I have I've got the buy some time and the stumble left.
I think I only see stumble left. Bessie, must have used the buy some time as a discard or something? I only see stumble over there right now.
Okay, I will go ahead and use stumble.
To gain an extra dice?
To gain an extra dice for the dodge.
Yep, using your acrobat ability.
Good plan.
Okay, here is the shooting. I got a 5 and a 4. That's four failures. 2 1s, a 3, and a 2. I only got 2 successes there. Bessie, I'll let you roll for Phil. See what he gets.
Whoops.
Okay.
Oh no.
And Phil, you got a 5. You got 1 success out of your
Oh.
5 dice, so you'll stop.
Okay, but I
one
get to
of-
re-roll that for the cover, right?
You haven't failed your health check yet. So we're not to the cover save yet.
Okay.
But yes, but yes, and then but no. So you'll only be able to stop one of the successes with your dodge, and that means one.
Oh, that's right.
success-
I'm dodging. I'm not shooting.
Correct. And you have 1 success coming through, so that becomes a hit, and you will take a 1 dice hit. And here is your health check. Since you're down to a d6, you'll roll a 1 dice 6. Will you give me that clear shot
Mm-hmm.
card over there, just in case?
Oh.
Here is your health check. You failed it, and I'm going to use the clear shot card, and I'm going to cancel your cover save. So I got a clear shot on you, and the dog is once again down.
Aw.
Clear shot cancels the cover save. That will give me the director cone again. Who do I have left to activate? I still have number 24 over here.
21 or 24.
Yeah, 21. I keep saying the wrong name, don't I? It's 21. What, 21?
Are you sure I
is
can't
gonna-
do that bottle check right now?
Now, I'm actually going to do the bottle check for myself. I'm going to back up 21, and she's going to move back this direction, and she's going to jump behind the rock, and then she's going to do nothing else. She will move back away from you, leap behind the rock,
Ooh.
and call that the end of her activation. Now, that really represents the difference between if I was the director and if I was not the director. If I was not yet the director, I guarantee you that I would have been staying right there, possibly even rushing at the robot in a desperate attempt to try and take the cone and become the director. But since I am the director now, I'm actually playing a little more cautiously. And that's something you'll see in Pulp Alley. You know, frequently, if you're not the director, you have to play a little more risky. But right now, I'm just going to back her up and hold her position there.
Now the robot hasn't gone yet, right?
The robot has not activated. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
I will attempt the. I'll go ahead and I'll attempt the peril and the plot point again.
Very good. Now, instead of trying to fight my character over there, he's going to go ahead and go for the loot. And if he gets it, that'll also make him the director. So I think it's a good tactical choice there rather than being lured out into the open into the fight. So for the robot moves back an inch or so and can attempt this. There is a peril. The peril is 2 with finesse or cunning.
4 die 8 and cunning.
4 die 8 in cunning.
Cunning.
Not even Bessie could fail that roll.
Why do you say
1,
this?
2, 3, 4 dice in
Why
the cup.
Why do you do this?
Let's see what she gets.
He's a
4
monster.
dice,
I
and
take
she
it
only
back. He's
needs
definitely a
2
monster.
successes. Not even Bessie could fail that roll. Oh, 4 successes. All
Oh,
successes, and it is passed. So you got past the peril. There was an electric wire there that you had to carefully avoid.
Oh, and when this character passes a challenge, I may immediately draw a fortune card.
There you go.
Yes, sir. You got a distraction.
The card that you drew is called Distraction, and you can play that when one of my characters activates to reduce their might, finesse, or cunning. Might, finesse, or cunning are the things that you can
Okay,
use.
so now I can attempt the plot point itself.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And the challenge was already revealed. So you already got 1 success on it. So you need 2 more successes with brawl, which you don't have, might, which isn't very good, and finesse, which is 3 die 8.
Okay, finesse.
Was that correct?
Yes.
3 die 8 for Bessie. And you got the 2 successes you needed, and it is passed. Way to go.
There was much rejoicing.
There was. And you get one more reward card. The last reward card is picked up by the robot. And that makes you the director. Those are the two normal ways that people become the director is by
Okay, what does
passing,
the reward card say?
You got
plus
+1 to
one
your
might.
might.
Plus one
Plus
might.
1 to my what?
Your might.
Oh, okay. Let me
Just
make a
have
note of that.
Okay. I think everybody's activated at this point. So now we're down to recovery checks.
And you don't get one, right?
I don't get one. Dirty dog. I can't believe he played that card on me like that. I always figured Phil was a nice guy, and look at what he did over there. He played a play to stay down on me. Boy, you learn something about people every day. Okay. So that plot point is completed, and we can get rid of that.
So it's Pop and
Pop Top gets a
Fido.
recovery check. Fido gets a recovery check, and number 24,
24
gets a
gets a
recovery check.
chance.
Yeah.
She's gonna fail it.
No, she won't.
Fail it.
No, she won't. Not even I could fail that. So here is my recovery check for 24. 24, I need you to get up. She failed. And number 24 is off the table. She is gone. All right, Bessie, I'll let you roll for Phil. Here you go. Roll for, I will say this is for Fido. Fido back on her feet. And this is for Pop Top.
Oh.
Yay!
Pop Top
Woo!
shakes off his injury, and he is no longer injured. We're starting turn number 5.
Okay, so Fido is still wounded?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Fido is up.
this lag is driving me crazy.
Yeah, it can be kind of bad sometimes.
Yeah, there's certainly a lag between what you see and what you hear. So you run a focus on what you're hearing rather than what you're seeing.
Yeah, when you
your
roll the
visual-
dice, I just close my eyes, and that's
Yeah.
on a couple of different levels.
Yeah, that would help. So you are the director now. You drew a trip up.
Ooh.
Interesting card. You could play that when one of my characters activates, and then that character cannot move over 3 inches that turn.
Okay, so what am I looking at now with Pop Top and Medusa?
They are engaged, and I drew a breakaway card. What you're looking at here with Pop Top and Medusa is that they are engaged in a struggle. They are fighting. Medusa is injured. Pop Top is not injured at this point.
But that breakaway card means you can get away.
You bet it does. You bet it does.
And if I shoot instead of brawl, she can still get away.
Which you cannot do while you're engaged. You cannot shoot while you're engaged with the enemy. So you're the director.
What was that card that I got again?
You drew Trip Up. And it would prevent, when one of my characters activates, you can play it on them to prevent them from moving over 3 inches. Trip Up. All right, Phil.
Okay, so the breakaway card does not count as an activation.
No. I could play it either during your activation or one of my activations. It's a reaction that I use it instead of rolling dodge skill.
Okay.
This is fun, Phil. You're doing good.
I'm working on it.
What do you think you want to do, brother? You think you want to activate first? Let's see. Fido's at a tough spot. I don't know. Do you activate here first, or do you try and make me activate first? That's a tactical choice there. You also still have the robot in the ruins. Lots of choices here.
Okay, now how far is the robot away from somebody you can shoot at? Or she can shoot at?
Oh well.
I can't tell from the picture here.
Yeah. I'll try and use this pointer stick to give you an idea where robot. Okay, well she switched. So robot is here. It'll eventually catch up and show you what I'm pointing out. Closest is this on the screen? Yeah,
Yeah.
closest character is there. It looks like it's about 12 inches or so.
Okay, the robot will attempt to make a run over to the Medusa and Pop Top fight.
Okay. She could run over there and shoot at Speedy. Um,
Behind the rock.
behind the rock. I'm sorry, I'm not following you. What? This rock here?
Oh, okay. No, I'm looking at the character that I just. Yeah, I'm looking at the not Speedy. I'm looking at 21.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Speedy is over here, which is
Oh,
kind
okay.
of
I thought that was
towards the
21.
pop top rock. And this is the no rush here, Phil, and everybody out there. This is one of those things that you just kind of have to deal with in these remote games like this. Is that sometimes you need to take a moment and make sure you could kind of tell where everything is.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. There's the building.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good. Can I? How far can I get to if I charge the Medusa?
Okay. And I'll put a marker out there to show you from that particular angle. So if I just moved you to try and get as far, basically behind those tires, you would be behind the tires or that barrel that's sitting right there. So do you see
And that looks like it's 6 inches away from
Speedy?
that character that's standing out in the open.
Speedy. You want to
Okay,
do
I
that?
will get behind the barrel and shoot at Speedy.
Okay.
Perfect.
So robot comes flying up over here. And
And it's even Steven on that.
I think so. Speedy would normally only roll one dice. She'll get two dice because of the short range, and you'll gain a dice and lose a dice, so you'll have two dice as well. So we'll both be rolling
Okay.
two dice. Let me see if I have a card worth playing. I don't think I do, so we're just going to go ahead.
Okay, Speedy goes down.
Nah, doesn't happen. Speedy blows a hole right through that robot. Here is, I'm going to have Bessie roll for the robot. And you got a 4. Here is for Speedy. Speedy got a 5. Couldn't block it even if you wanted to. So they're both going to have to roll a health check. Speedy will only roll a d6. The robot is rolling a d8. And here is the roll. Bessie, you want to drop those in a cup and roll? And they both passed. Neither is injured. You are still the director. What do you want to do next?
Okay. All right. Now that's a very interesting situation there.
It is. It's a tough spot to be in. Either way.
I see Fido charging the Medusa.
You have closer targets. You have number 2 that has been shooting at her, and you have Speedy that's been shooting at her, and they're both nearer than Medusa.
Okay, well I see it. I see him charging the Medusa, but I guess I'll have to charge that one.
I'd say they're both about the same distance, so I'll let you pick either one you want to do. So you have number 2, which is my sidekick, or you have Speedy, which is a little follower, and has just been in a fight, so she'll be in a significant disadvantage.
I will take advantage of that and shoot that and charge that one.
Okay. They're about the same distance apart, so I'm not going to split hairs there. And you could charge.
As she's catching her breath, a dog lizard will jump on her.
So if Speedy shoots, she'll only roll one dice. What skill you're using? Are you going to brawl me?
Absolutely.
So brawl is 3 dice 6. And I guess I'm going to try to dodge you with 2 dice 6. All right. Here is Fido's attack. A 6 and a 4. That's going to be pretty hard to dodge. That's going to be pretty hard to dodge, but not with a pair of 6s like that. Okay, well, maybe just 1 5. So I'll stop one of those hits, and I'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. Speedy stays
man.
on her feet and does not
bloody
go
hell.
down. You have activated 2 of your characters. I have not activated a single character. Are you going to activate Pop Top, or is it time to say you want me to start activating?
Is he reaching for those dice in his back pocket again?
Uh-huh. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Reaching for my special dice, keeping them warm in my pocket.
Extra special.
Okay, go ahead and activate the Medusa.
I'll activate somebody. I don't think I'll be doing Medusa yet.
No, the Medusa is what you want. Don't go about your
I
business.
think I'll do somebody else first.
I mean, we would have split hairs.
Huh. Maybe I do.
Really, please, I insist.
Maybe I do. Maybe I want to activate Medusa and try and break away.
I mean, she gets clear.
Yeah.
Of course, Pop Top, he hasn't gone yet, has he?
So he could just turn around and rush her again. What I need to do is get the cone away from him. What I need to do is get the director.
You need to put Fido down.
Yeah. What I want to do here is I want to become the director so that I could try and force him to activate. So has Speedy hasn't activated. I think I'm going to activate Speedy next. And Speedy will attempt to dodge is the skill that Speedy will be using. She'll have 2 dice 6. Fido would normally roll. What'd you say?
Brawl with 2 dice 6.
Fido could either brawl with 2 dice 6, or not much reason to dodge, but that's still an option.
I'll brawl with 2 dice 6.
Yeah, absolutely, you do. Okay, so since the only thing that really matters is your dice, we'll put them in their cup and let Bessie roll. And you got double 6s. Oh my goodness. Here is my dodge. I stopped one of them. I'll still have to roll a 1 dice health check. God, I hope I fail this. Come on, fail. Damn it. All right. So Speedy remains in contact with Fido. Damn it.
Oh man, he put on the lobster. She put on the lobster bib and everything.
I know, and she's not even down. Number 2 is not a bad brawler, but definitely a better.
Yeah, you can't shoot into it.
A better shooter.
If you see it, Bessie, if you see his hand going for his back pocket, smack it. Okay.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on him. You gotta watch this kid.
God,
All
this
right,
is awful.
let's
I feel
see.
like I'm playing Warhammer 40K here.
I know. Let's see. Damn it, I really needed her to go down there. That stank. Now I got that robot back there. I could throw some bullets at that thing. Yeah, I think I'll try that next. I'm going to have number 24. That's not 24. That's 21. I'm going to have 21 activate. 21 is going to move 6 inches, get into some cover here, and is going to shoot at the robot. 24 normally rolls 2 dice. That'll get her up to 3 dice for the short range. And I think you're going to have 2 dice if you want to shoot back. You normally roll
2.
2 dice.
You normally roll. Yeah, you're down to 1 dice if you want to shoot.
I'll dodge.
Dodge with 4 dice.
Well, wouldn't she have close range? Or no?
Yeah, she would have close range. So 3 dice minus 1. So you'd have 2 dice if you wanted to shoot, because she's been in a fight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, and it looks like both of us are in cover.
Correct.
I'll
So
dodge.
you are going to dodge. So that's like 4 die 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 die 8. Here is my attack. I got a 6. So as long as you get a 6, Bessie.
Oh. Yes.
And
Woo,
she did.
barely.
She got the 6. All right. You dodged it. Hmm.
Wow.
A brawl of 3 die 8.
Number 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to send number 2 is going to activate, and number 2 is going to move a couple inches here and brawl with the dog, with Fido.
Okay.
I'm going to be
So we're
rolling.
looking at 2d6 for the
I'm going to
dog.
be rolling 3 die 8 at you. You would normally roll 3 die 6. You have been in 2 fights, so that would put you down to 1 die 6. Yeah.
Okay, and I have
Or you could dodge.
I'll dodge.
4 die 8.
Do I dodge with 4 die 8 or do I dodge with 4 die 6?
4 die 6. 4 die 6 of a dodge. 3 die 8 on the brawl.
I'm
Here
trying to
is-
learn this thing.
I know.
You're doing great.
Here is the brawl. My brawl is a 7 and a 5. Well, you're not going to stop that 5. I mean, sorry, the 7. But you can stop the 5. Bessie, he's got 4 die 6. Let's see it. And you did. You stopped
Woo!
by 5. That means your Fido's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. There you go, Bessie. Roll it. And you
Aw,
failed it.
Oh, man.
Fido goes down, and that will give me the cone.
drat.
I still have 1 character that has not activated. You still have 1 character that has not activated. And Phil, I'm going to ask you to activate a character.
Do I have to?
Uh-huh. That's an interesting question, and because there are games out there that you, for whatever reason, your characters can basically say, no, I
Okay.
don't want to activate. But not in Pulp Alley. You have to activate in Pulp Alley.
Okay. Pop Top will go ahead and activate.
Okay, and what skill are you going to use?
Somehow it doesn't really make a difference.
I know, I just want to hear you say brawl.
Brawl.
Okay, and I'm going to choose my dodge skill. I am going to use my breakaway. So I will break away and I will move 1 to 3 inches away from you. Something like that. Off in this direction here. And that will end your activation.
Don't forget your boo-boo.
My boo-boo. Thank you. And now I still have an activation, which I have not used.
Mhm.
Yes, I know.
And the truth is, I'm in a really tricky spot here. I'd love to just back up and throw some firepower somewhere, but that's really risking my current situation. And as it stands right now, I've got a nice pile of plot points that I don't want to lose. So instead of doing that, I'm going to start backing up. I'm going to back her up. When she activates, she's just going to back up like so.
Was that over 3 inches?
I don't know what you're asking me. Does her move over 3 inches?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It was, let's see.
She can run 12, can't she?
Yeah, she could run 12 inches if she wanted to. It was about a 4-inch
No, I was
move.
just gonna say you could use this trip up. if
You
wanted to.
could have used your trip up when she activated to prevent her from moving over.
I
3
thought I'd
inches
already
that
used
turn.
that one.
No, it's still there.
No, it's still there. You have a trip up.
Okay, well, in that case, I've used the trip up.
Okay. So I'm going to keep her, I'm going to move her back 1 inch towards you. So she only moved 3 inches away. And that will end that activation. I'm sorry, the whole turn, because I'm not going to do anything else there. And we'll start rolling for recovery checks. So here's the recovery check for Medusa.
Oh,
Medusa
Ooh,
remains
does not.
injured. Here is the
Yes.
recovery check for number 2. Number 2, number 2 wasn't
That was
injured.
for
Um,
Fido.
Okay, never mind. We'll say that was for Fido, and we'll just stand Fido up. So Fido is still injured. Does Fido want to remain engaged with these two characters, or does she want to back up?
Oh, he wants to remain engaged with those two characters.
Okay, so he will keep them both tied up right there. All right. We'll draw cards, and this is the last turn of the game, Phil.
You're director.
Yeah.
I am the director.
All right, you got to focus.
I got to focus.
And Phil got bad news.
Bad news.
Which means when an enemy takes one or more hits, you can add a hit.
Okay. At this point, I think I'm gonna just play a defensive withdrawal, and I'm going to. Did you switch cameras for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Medusa. Let's see. Medusa is just going to run 12 inches back towards this edge of the table.
Behind the rock.
Nope, she's standing in the open. 21 over here will also run with her. She yells out, Medusas, we are leaving. She's got as much loot as she could carry, and she's heading for the field. Heading for the hills. Those are the only two characters I'm going to activate to start with, and then I'm going to ask you to activate a character.
Okay.
Now, Pop Top can get closer to them and take a shot at it,
Pop,
right?
Pop Top can do whatever he thinks he's big enough to do.
Oh, he's big enough.
He can't handle what they're throwing down. He needs to stay on his side of Gimpy's if he knows what's good for him. All right. Who are you going to activate?
Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Elaine the robot to shoot at Medusa.
Okay, when you activate Elaine the robot, I'm going to play an out of ammo on her. She cannot shoot.
Of course
this
you
turn.
are.
Dirty dog.
Cannot shoot this turn, but you could. But that happens when you activate. So if you want to change what Elaine is going to do, you may certainly do that. There's not a lot for Elaine to do because she's not a.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot for Elaine to do.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to ask you to activate another character.
Okay. Pop Top is going to charge Speedy.
Okay. When Pop Top activates, I'm also going to play out of ammo on him because I had to play that when you said you activate. So although you told me what you were going to do, I'm going to pretend as if I didn't.
You can't play that on.
Oh, because he's a lucky devil.
Yeah,
he's a
he
lucky
is.
Devil.
Yeah, I can't play a card when he activates. Okay, you want to speed? Pop Top activates and rushes at Speedy. Okay,
Poor
Pop
little
Top
Speedy.
is rolling
4 die 10.
4 die 10. Speedy's gonna
1
try
die
to
6?
what?
1 die 6 to brawl or 2 die 6?
I'll brawl you. I'll brawl you with my 1 die
Oh.
6. That's more than he can handle.
Somebody.
That's more than he can handle. Bessie, I'm going to let you
Okay.
roll these 4 die 10 here.
All right, let's do it.
There you go. And you got an 8, a 10, and a 5. And here is the beat down from Speedy. Speedy is going to give you a pow right here. I got a 4. How do you want to play that, sir? It's all skate. All skate. Okay. How do you want to play that, Phil?
Okay, let me see. Oh, you take him. I'm going to take it.
Oh, you made the mistake there. This is where you get the pow to you. All right, Speedy's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check, and her health check is failed. Speedy is a follower level character. She is removed from the table when she fails a health check.
That's a small consolation.
Pop Top is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and he is injured.
Oh no!
Bam!
Take
Take your pow, sir. Oh yeah, you come at the Speedy, you're walking away bloodied, sir. You think you can handle the Speedy? I don't think so. All right. Now, because both of us were injured there, he did not become the director. I'm still the director. I'm going to ask you to activate another character.
Well, let's see. What's left? Fido.
Fido activates. What skill are you going to use?
What's left of my brawl?
Okay. You have 3
3
die
die
6. Number 2 has 3 die 8. And I guess I'm going to brawl you back. So 3 die 6 for Bessie to roll. Roll it right here.
Surely this can't go wrong.
No, I can't go wrong. I think you got this. 5 and a 4 from Fido. And now the beatdown from number 2 got nothing. And you got, so that means number 2 is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check.
Is that the right dice?
No, that's not the right dice. She's D8s. And she
Yay!
failed. And she is bloodied. Fido gets a bite of her shin. And I still need to activate her. I think you've activated all 3 of your characters. That actually made you the director right there at that moment. But I still have 1 character left to activate. So she'll activate and I'll try to brawl you again. I'll only be rolling 2 die 6 now to brawl because I am hurt. And Fido is rolling 2 die 6 as well. Okay. Here is my 2 die 6 at you. Rawr, a 6. Here is your 2 die 6 roll from Bessie.
Ooh.
A 6.
Can we play bad news?
Absolutely, you can. So I'll say take them all. And if you play your bad news on me, which is no reason not to, that means I'll have to roll a 2 dice health check and you'll have to roll a 1 dice health check.
So, bad news.
Yeah. Here it is. Here's the roll. All 6s. That's the way the game ends right there. 6, a 6, and a 6. Last roll of the game. That's where you get that sort of stuff to happen. And that means neither of them were injured. And that's it. That was fun, Phil. That was fun. So. Thank you for playing with me.
I hope I was aggressive enough for you.
You did amazing.
Yeah. Phil, although Phil hasn't played a lot, you could tell that he's actually pretty knowledgeable in the rules. Probably more so than I am, because I pretty much just make it up as I go along and hope nobody catches on.
I've been playing war games and role playing games at conventions for near on 35 years now.
Sure. Yep. I started last week, so
I could tell.
No, I don't know. I just kind of.
You did pretty good for a first.
Well, for a first timer, I think I did.
Yeah, for a first timer.
That was awesome. It was really fun doing this reskin. This was, a post-apocalyptic wasteland setting played exactly by the Pulp Alley rules, and I think that's something to remember when you look at your abilities and things like that. Remember that in Pulp Alley, we do not define necessarily what the source of an ability is. So if you have the marksman ability, maybe it is training. Maybe it's a technological. Maybe you have a laser scope. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it's magic. It doesn't matter what the source is. And it could be a mutation, So, it's very easy to reskin this and put it into all kinds of different settings. It makes it fun for a lot of people talk about doing like a Doctor Who sort of campaign or setting where you have a character that time travels to different periods. And then it works perfectly fine over and over again, depending on what period you go to. The rules don't have to change all of a sudden because now you're in Westworld or something. So
that's one thing I noticed as I was doing some studying about this is that it's that the rules stay pretty much the same, but it's the scenarios that add the special touches to the scenarios. So it's it's the scenarios that add the bends the rules.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good point. Really good point. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here today with us. That was awesome. I appreciate Phil jumping on here for his first time playing. Boys and girls out there, if you haven't played, or even if you played 100 times, you're welcome to play on a Sunday morning with me. Send me an email or hit me up on Facebook or radiogram, telegram, smoke signals, whatever form of communication you use.
And I actually need to say this. Don't forget to like the game.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to click the like button for us. That really would be nice. We definitely appreciate seeing that.
I need to do that right now, as a matter of fact. There we go. Okay, I'm a happy man.
All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching today. We will see you very, very soon. Bye, everybody.
Ciao. Bye.
Phil, you can hang out for just a little bit.
I'll do that.
We can chat.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can shut this off. And that. Very cool. That was awesome, buddy.